You're walking down the street. You probably don't realize it, but there's at least 2, if not 3 cameras on you. I'm talking about CCTV cameras. There are electronic eyes everywhere watching you at almost all times, so it would stand to reason with that many eyes, once in a while something disturbing gets caught on camera. Number 1. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Cantor Say Our History 05. This is footage from a hospital where a night guard was speaking to somebody who wasn't actually there. Apparently, the guard saw an old lady come in who claimed she forgot something in her room, so he let her in through the rope, and then she never came back, and he got worried and looked into it. After checking the camera footage, he saw that he was talking to nobody. See, this one's kind of tough to debunk, because honestly, I mean, how do you explain? He's literally speaking to nobody. There's at one point in time in the clip, I think he goes and even gets a wheelchair for this person, but they decline it. Again, he could have just been tired. He could have just been seeing things, but I don't think that's the case. I honestly think he saw a spirit here. Makes you wonder, did he see the spirit of a deceased patient?
In 2022, a story would go viral about a security guard at a hospital in Argentina who claimed to have spoken with a customer, even though all evidence points to otherwise. CCTV footage would show the security guard, who was working on the night shift, suddenly walking up and opening the barricade, except that he was doing it for nobody. As the footage would show, the guard was clearly standing like he was attending to someone, and according to the guy, he was. Per reports, the security guard claimed that at around 3 a.m. that morning, an elderly woman came to the lobby claiming she had forgotten something in her room. And so he took her name down and gestured that she should go up, as we saw in the video. The security guard even offers her a wheelchair, but she refuses, as evidenced by this clip. And after a while, the security guy just starts getting worried because she hasn't returned.
Number 2. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Norman, alien head emoji. In this video, we supposedly have a Annabelle doll, or a Annabelle-like doll, falling out of its display case in a house full of haunted objects. Now, I don't think this is outright the Conjuring Museum, but we do indeed get a clip that shows a doll falling out of its case. Now, it's possible that it just happened on its own. If the doll was heavy enough to fall against the glass and the case didn't latch well, I could see the doll said falling out. Now let's play devil's advocate here. If you believe in orbs, there seems to be a shit ton of them on camera here. Now that could just be dust or insects, but I don't know. That seems to be a lot. It's plausible we're looking at a haunted doll. I mean, anything's possible. Then again, this could easily be done with some fishing line and somebody being out of sight. Unfortunately, not having a close enough zoom up on it, it makes it tough to say for certain if it's legit or not. So I'm going to leave it up to you. What do you think caused this doll to fall out of its case? Number 3. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Boss J Holland. In this video, we have a camera that happens to capture a shadow running across a dark balcony at what I can only assume is either a hotel or some kind of facility. Honestly, I don't really have a great answer for this. This thing moves extremely quick, and it's see-through, so that rules out the fact that this is not a child in a morph suit. And again, just watch how quick it moves here. I don't really have an answer for this one. That definitely looks like it could be a shadow person, maybe even the lost spirit of a child. But whatever this thing is, it moves extremely quick. So yeah, I don't really have an answer for this one, guys. I wish I had more information on it that might help me make a determination, but honestly, from what I'm seeing here, it's kind of hard to argue with. This looks legit. Number 4. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Ghost20Ghost. And in this video, we have somebody who's filming themselves hanging at the gym when we see the equipment behind them start to move on its own. One of the pull chains starts to rise up, and as the person notices this, they freak out and get away from it. It's quite possible that this is just somebody pulling a fishing line off screen, because you'll see as it moves, it doesn't feel like it's totally natural. At least from this angle, it just feels like there's a delay as how the handle comes up, like if someone's pulling something, which again can be done with fishing line. Assuming it's not fake, though, somebody's out there trying to get their arm day in after they're deceased. Unfortunately, I'm not buying it. For me, it feels too convenient that this is happening right at the center of the camera. Usually, if stuff like this happens, it would happen off camera or it wouldn't be directly in the middle. Number 5. This video is brought to us by TikTok user Chilled and Disturbed. And this video is essentially a CCTV clip of what I originally thought was going to be a very scary, violent scene where a motorcycle stops and then approaches people across the street from it. What actually happens here, though, is as this motorcycle stops, a bicyclist appears out of literally nowhere. Like brightened and zoomed in, you can see here, this bicyclist just appears out of thin air. Maybe it's possible they were keeping speed with the motorcycle and once it stopped they came into view, but I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. Honestly though, it's kind of tough to tell. It's dark, it's grainy. All we know is 1 second this guy stops, the next second this bicycle appears out of thin air. Is it possible that when ghosts die they take the items they're holding with them? Which in this case, ghost bike.
This video was posted by Athelaine Sevilla, who received footage of a chilling incident that took place in a foreign country. The footage shows a group of people standing on the street when they see something that terrifies them. We have no idea as to what they're seeing, but whatever it is, it seems to be very unsettling. It isn't until we see the footage from a different angle that we notice what it was that terrified them. This is what they saw. Be sure to look closely for this one, or you'll miss it. Somehow, a bicycle appears to have come out of nowhere as soon as the person on the motorcycle parks his vehicle. Now, some people think that the silhouette seen here might be a spirit of some sort, but this may be somebody whose figure is being distorted due to the camera's quality. What seems to be unexplainable is the bicycle that appears out of thin air. Where exactly did it come from? Viewers can't help but think that this might be a physical manifestation of an entity. But as always, it's up to you to decide if that's the case. As with all videos, this one remains a mystery.
Number 6. This video comes from TikTok user TopView, and this is a longer clip, but in this video we have different CCTV clips from around an office area where strange things start to happen. Computers flashing, doors slamming, file drawers being opened, files flying through the air. It's almost like there's somebody trapped in their 9 to 5 and they're bored when the office is empty, so they'd start to make chaos. However, this could just be edited footage. It's very possible that somebody got really bored and decided to make a horror story about an office, and this is the final product. Unfortunately, we are living in the age of AI now, and almost anything is possible with said AI. But what do you think? Do you think we're looking at a haunted office with a disgruntled worker? Or is it possible somebody's having a laugh at our expense by trying to pass off this as true paranormal evidence? I'll let you make that call for yourself.
During the early hours of November 1st, 2012, security watching CCTV monitors at an office building in Manchester witnessed a startling series of events in which a ghost seems to wreak havoc in the office. This is the actual footage seen by those security guards as they switched from camera to camera.
Yeah, after looking at all those CCTV clips, I bet you think twice before you pick your nose in public. And speaking of using your finger, I've got a better use for it. By clicking that like button, clicking that comment button, typing out a comment that is encouraging or outright funny. After that, you want to click the share button and share this with 3 friends who don't believe in the paranormal, and I'll see you in the next one.